When I started making music, it was that I knew that I wasn't going to have any more goals in my life. I didn't want any more goals, and I didn't want anybody telling me to write goals down, and I just wanted to sing, and I've always maintained that. Or I just want to do this job. I want to do this job for whatever it pays, and so I do it. And I'm really lucky. But what is their song? Getting paid for doing something I'd be doing anyway.
Hey, thank you so much for giving me a chance to sing for you tonight. I don't want to go any further into my portion of Throwaway without thanking my brothers in the band Driving and Crying for giving me a chance to sing for you on this Thanksgiving. If you've never heard me play before, my name's Todd Snider. I've been driving around 15 years making this shit up and singing it for anybody that'll listen to it. Some of it's sad, some of it's funny, some of the songs are short, some of them go on longer than others, and sometimes I'll ramble on for as many as 18 minutes in between the song. I come up with this one. I come from Portland, Oregon is where I come from. I'll do a song for you about a band from my hometown. They came up with a song in the 60s that was so allegedly sexually suggestive and lewd that the government opened up a file on the song. My hope is that this song will inspire some of you to have sex with each other. It's for the band The Kingsmen. The Kingsmen came together in a garage. They could hardly even play, but they practiced night and day, and pretty soon they got to where they could really play that song Louie Louie. So they saved up all the money from their shows, and they went into one of those studios, and they gave their version of that song Louie Louie a try. Now listen, I don't know the words to that song Louie Louie, and I'm pretty sure that the singer for the Kingsmen didn't know them either. If he did know them, he didn't get them right on the record, because on the record they sound completely jumbled in his jaw. He says, "Me think of me girl, oh so constantly, me make her, ooh, ah." Well, see, that last part scared everybody from the PTA to the FBI. See, the kids have been going kind of crazy lately. It seemed like nobody could figure out why. So they decided to form a coalition and launch an investigation. You know, for the children, they figured they at least had to try to figure out the words to that song, Louie Louie. It's the feel good hit of this endless summer, gets kids out of control. Sing along to that star-spangled bomber. Hey oh, rock and roll. You know, Marilyn Manson's real name's not even Marilyn Manson. He's a skinny public high school kid from Florida. He's not some monster from out of this world. And like a lot of skinny public high school kids, he was sick of getting beaten up by the pulling guard all week, only to go out on the weekend and watch the quarterback get all the girls. So he formed a band, man, and now he gets a lot of chicks. They're weird chicks, but they're chicks. A few years later, a couple latchkey kids go tragically mad. Everybody's gathered around the television store at the mall trying to figure out what went wrong. This guy says, "You think the life of a kid going to school around here could have gotten so bad?" This other guy said, "No, probably just the words to one of those damn Marilyn Manson songs. You know which one I'm talking about." It's the feel good hit of this endless summer, gets kids out of control. Singing along to that star-spangled bomber. Hey oh, rock and roll. every 10 years or so, our country and some other little country, we start firing all of our newest weapons at each other. For some reason or another, right or wrong, like it or not, it happens. And when it happens, people get shot. And when people get shot, they show that on TV a lot. Every night at 6 o'clock. And you don't have to be 18 to see that. You don't even have to be in first grade. First grade, where they teach a kid to pride, they tell him he gonna need to thrive in a world where they say that only the strong will survive. So he's taught the art of more, to compare to and to keep score. Monday through Friday while he stares at the floor, till Sunday they make him go to school once more. Only this time they make him wear a suit and a tie and listen to some guy who claims to know where people go when they die. Tell him that only the meek are gonna inherit the earth. Well, by this time the kid doesn't know what anything is worth. Now brothers and sisters, I'm only one guy, and I don't even know the words to that song, Louie Louie. But I can tell you right now, without batting an eye, that the next time some latchkey kid goes wrong, it ain't gonna be because of something that some fucking rapper said in his song. And I ain't trying to preach to you either. I'm just trying to sing to you too. String a few words together. Hey kids. Let's get it on. Just right when I came up here, I was thinking of what to play. Sometimes I don't, there's a song called Just Like Old Times, but I don't tell that story because the people that are in the song don't want anyone to know who they are, I'm pretty sure. I haven't ran into them since the record came out. I'll see them in a week or two. Well, there's a Coke machine blowing through a parking lot. Call it a room with a view. It was the best night of pool that I ever shot. I made a lot of money too, looking for some company in the weekly scene. I seen that it just had to be you. I hadn't seen you since New Orleans. I never did figure out where you run off to. I know I looked bad the last time you saw me, but lately I've been doing alright. I won a tournament last week in Oklahoma City, hustle half of this town tonight. I got some cocaine if you want some, best that I could find. Here we could just sit here and talk all night if that big old guy out in the car don't mind, like old time. Screw off the top on a bottle of wine, living out our own kind of American dream, like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw a fishing line in that old mainstream. No, I ain't expecting anybody but you. I don't know who this could be at the door, but I'm pretty sure that you've got a clue, and I'll bet you've been to this hotel before. Put the you-know-what in the bathroom, but don't flush it down just yet. I'll put your picture in my suitcase, I'll get the window, you light a cigarette. It'll be like old time, just like the old times, living out our own kind of American dream, like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw a fishing line in that old mainstream. No, sir, officer, you don't understand. We're just two old friends drinking wine. I'm sure she is, but that's not all she is. She is also an old friend of mine. no offense taken. You have a good night too. Away, baby, turn up the radio. I'm pretty sure the cop knew what we were up to. I guess he just decided to let us go. Oh, don't make such a thing about that picture. That was just something I kept. Don't get all sentimental on me now, girl. You haven't even told me what your new name is yet. Old time, just like the old times. Living out our own kind of American dream. Old times, your goal was always to save his mind. You didn't want to throw fish in line. Old names.
They all got some kind of story because they're all some friend of mine or something. And so they usually, I don't have a whole lot of songs that I just come up with because I thought of a line or something, which is very East Nashville, I think. Sometimes like if you go over to the other side of town, the countryside of town, they'll say, why did you write that song? Why'd you write that song called, oh, I don't know, I was up and all night and down today, or some kind of thing. And their reason is always that they thought it was a good title. And like, I don't like to do that. I like to make sure there's a bigger reason than that, or somebody I want to talk to. I could ask you some stuff. You know anything about this equipment? We got a lot of singers in our neighborhood. We got some rappers in our neighborhood. We got crack. A lot of people like to smoke crack. I don't smoke crack, but a lot of my neighbors do. It's a tough neighborhood, but we also have a lot of good music. Like Hank 3 lives there, Gillian Welch lives there. It's like the side of town where we don't starch our clothes and don't necessarily have a big catchy title, you know? Or, I don't know, you know, like we'll sit at a green light there for a little bit. And I like it. I don't think I'll ever leave there, man. I like it there.
Streets through countryside, chemicals and pesticides. This land is our land. Hey, man, don't waste our time. We're young and strong, we got hills to climb. There's a lot of room, but we need it all for slave trade and shopping malls. We're gonna build big factories, paper plates and plastic trees, styrofoam and antifreeze. This land is our land. 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 Well, it came out on a raging sea to claim someplace we'd be free. We got hopeful hearts, working hands. Heaven knows we need this land because the world needs landfills, diet pills, and paper mills. We need country clubs and oil spills. This land is our land. 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 To the middle of our land. First came out with this song, seemed like everywhere I went and played it, somebody wanted to remind me that I had taken it from Woody Guthrie. I was just gonna set the record straight. I didn't take this from Woody Guthrie. I took this from John Fogerty. Born, made to wave the flag. Oh God, the red, white, and blue. Hey, when the band plays Hail to the Chief, well, they point the cannon right at you. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son. Turn, no.
All my heroes that I've met, I've come to find that the characters they make up, they actually ran into. And I've always liked them like that. I've always liked songs like that. And I just always liked that Jerry Jeff Walker, you know, Mr. Bojangles, if you know that song, there really was a Mr. Bojangles. But I've got a few that I just came up with, and sometimes I have them like, there's one called Easy Money where I was trying to tell the story of my dad and my stepmom, and I didn't want to up Thanksgiving, and so I made up these characters that represented them for me. But most of the time it's if I live through something, and then I'll spend some time trying to make it rhyme.
Sitting there waiting in the Tillamook County jail, hoping that she's not so mad now that she doesn't even pay my bail. If I was her, I'm not so sure I wouldn't keep on moving down the track. Sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. Got a lump on my head and a boot print on my chest. I'm what the guys from here call the Tillamook County lie detector test. Well, I did my best, but as you might have guessed, it is a tough test not to fail. I'm sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. One phone call, 2 Tylenol, 4 cold, 3 walls closing in. If I ever do get out on that highway again, I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. It all started when I had a little trouble with this guy on the highway crew. And And that lying son of a gun, he told him I done some things that I didn't do. They kept running for me down 101, lights flashing on my tail. Sitting here waiting in the Tillamook County jail. One phone call to Tylenol for where he was supposed to be. And if I ever do get out on that highway again, I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. I ain't ever going back to Tillamook County. Tillamook County jail. Still hoping that she's not so mad now that she doesn't even pay my bail. Down on vacation, gonna leave on probation, send all my money through the mail. I'm gonna send all my money to the Tillamook County jail. I'm gonna send all my money to the Tillamook County jail. Send all my money to the Tillamook County jail. Send all my money to the Tillamook County jail.
I got to do one of those TV shows, and somebody asked me if it was exciting to play on a stage that the Beatles would play on, but I think it's exciting to play on stages that the Beatles haven't played on. So I think they're both fun. I just like to tour. I don't follow. The records to me are like excuses. There's these people I can't go into too much detail about it, but I'm just grifting some people on those deals. Just come to the show.
I'm very honored to have been invited to be part of this, and I thank you for giving me a chance to play for you. An empty house is hard to bear, lonesome falling everywhere. Without you, there's no light coming in. A lucky dog jumped the fence, ain't seen him round here since. I don't guess I ever will again. It didn't bother me any. I was good to that dog, and just like you, I'm going to have to learn to let him go. Oh, leaving me was one thing, honey. Why'd you have to leave so slow? Slow and shifty backing out, trying to fill my head with doubt. You nearly had me walking out on you. About the oldest trick to be playing on someone as old as me. That cannot be the best that you can do. It didn't bother me any when he come around. I just wish I hadn't had to be the last guy in town to know. I didn't mind you walking away. What hurt was how you walk so slow. You know you go. Grabbing him just as you landed after holding me the whole time you fell. You tell me it'll be good to you, who wouldn't be what else is new. Now all that I can do is wish you well. It wouldn't have bothered me any. You left me when you wanted to, but you just had to wait till you had someplace better to go. Leaving me was one thing, Carla. Why'd you have to leave so slow? I didn't mind you walking away. What hurt was how you walked so slow.
I'm older, a lot less brain cells, lot less physically strong than I was when I was younger. Like I used to could sing for more days in a row. I used to could travel harder. But the actual part of the coming up with the songs and the reason why has never really changed. You know, a lot of people say that the actual travel part, the sitting in the car and the plane, that's probably the hardest part, but I like all of it. I feel like I don't know what I would do with my time if I wasn't doing this, that's for sure. I could maybe work in one of them places where you get, like if someone's going over a road, you know, like if someone's going on a road and you go like, that's 50 cents. Then they give you the dough and you sit in there and listen to the radio all day. Toll booth. I could maybe do something like that.
Smoke long black Cadillac, engine winding down. Park it up on the sidewalk like he owned the whole damn town. Hear him talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke, through the thicker haze of southern comfort and cold. Say, girl, you're hotter than hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, babe. He don't treat you well. And by he meant me. So I laughed and shook his head. He laughed a little bit louder as he yelled at the band to play a train song. Pour me one more round. Make him leave my boots on the day to lay me down. I'm here on the way, locomotive, I'm the one-track mind. Looking for any kind of trouble that I can find. Got this old black velvet jacket, got this pack of Marlboro Red, got this stash here in my pocket, these thoughts in my own head. The right to run till I gotta walk, till I've gotta go. This moment that I'm in right now, nothing else at all. Play a train song, hold me one more round. Make them leave my boots on the day to lay me down. I am on the way, locomotive, I'm one-track mind. Television, blizzard nights, we looked around his place, found him cold there on the sofa, a little smile across his face. And though I tried to throw up my sadness somehow, I just could not move. Old man looked to me like he died laughing in his sleep, singing a straight song, drinking one last round. Made him leave his boots on the day that laid him down. It was a long way, locomotive, on this one-track mind. Let's train song, let's train song, let's train song. old friend of mine used to like to hear train songs all the time. He used to say he wanted to die peacefully in his sleep like his grandfather did, and not screaming and crying like everybody else in the car.
I wouldn't know what to say because it's very different every night, and it's the same feeling for me every night, but everybody says they're different all the time. So I don't know how it's going to be. Sometimes I'll get in ruts where it's the same show every night for a long time, and then sometimes it'll be very different every night. But there's always something about it amusing to me. Through your face in the magazine, I tuned in the oldie station, flew away in a time machine. This world is so amazing, the sun is shining and it's raining. I waited all my life for you. I don't mind sometimes not talking. Sometimes there ain't a thing to say. Anyway, I know what you're thinking. I kinda like it when you think that way. Think I'll just keep on driving anywhere will do. I'm waiting all my life for you. All this time all this time I knew someday I'd find you some. People tell you everything they think of, say yes I will and they never do. Sometimes I've gotta ask you to speak up. Everything that you say is true. Say you'll be mine forever, never leave me blue. I waited all my life for you. Waited all my life for you. Hey, somebody. All of them, you know, I still like the Dylan and the Stones, all the old guys that I used to like to listen to, I still like. And my peers I like begrudgingly. And then the younger guys I like even more begrudgingly. I don't know.
You look good. Pretty. And there's something about statistics, boy. And I'm predicting 8 out of 4 you're gonna like this. Starts out like this. Checks out. There's this true statement that says they say that 3% of people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3%, and the rest goes down the drain. I will never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime. 99% think with 3%, 100% of the time. They say 60% of all the world's statistics are made up right there on the spot. 82.4% of people believe them whether they're accurate statistics or not. I don't know what you believe, but I do know there's no doubt I need another double shot of something 90 proof. I got too much to think about. Too much to think about. Too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. Oh, too much to think about. They say 80% of everything you're learning in college is bullshit you're not gonna need. 83.4% of everything you bought just to satisfy your greed. Cause you know 90% of this world's population link your possessions to your success, even though 98% of the wealthiest 1% of this population drinks to an alarming excess. More money, more stress, I guess it's too much to think about, too much to figure out, stuck between hope and doubt, oh, too much to think about. Statisticians truly hate their job. The average bank robber lives within, say, about 20 miles of the bank that he robbed. This little bank not so far from here that I've been watching now for a while. Seems like lately all that I can think about how bad I wanna go out in style. Too much to think about. Too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. Oh, there's too much to think about. Too much to think about. Amen. Too much to think about. All right. Y'all, thank you for being so nice to me. I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. My name's Todd Snider. I'll be coming back to see you. I appreciate you letting me share my opinions with you tonight. I want to remind you that I didn't share my opinions with you because I think they're smart. I shared them with you because they rhyme. I'm going to leave you with a song that is based on all the times I got beat up trying to get in the frat party. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight-white American man. Bashing, soul-saving, flag-waving, land-paving, personal friend to the queen. Shirt-tugging, frat-housing, kick-tapping, backslapping, hater of hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pro-choice and gay wedding, widespread panic-digging hippies like me. Skin color blinded, conspiracy-minded protesters of corporate greed. We who have nothing, and most likely will till we all end up locked up in jail by conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls, we're living together in two separate worlds, following leaders of mountains of shame, looking for someone to blame. And dogs, boys temperate world, following leaders of mountains of shame, looking for someone to blame. I know who I like to blame. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American man, soul-saving, flag-waving, rush-loving, land-paving, regional leaders of sale, quite diligently work so hard to keep the free reins of this democracy. From tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, folks singing barefoot and lazy-ass hippies like me. Brothers and sisters, I want to thank you so much for being so nice to me. I want to thank my buddies in Driving and Kind for giving me a chance to sing for you tonight. God love you. I'll see you next time. I want to advise you viewers to wear bright colors and stay low. That's my message. My message on my first record was to wear bright colors and stay low. And I've never deviated. Sometimes lay low like J-Lo is applicable. I would say that's only in an emergency situation. You have to wear bright colors and stay low, especially during hunting season. And that's been my message since the beginning. And that will be my message when I die. And that's what I want on my tombstone. I wanted to say, wear bright colors and stay low, and then I tried to tell you f***ers I was sick. Wish me luck. This is nerve-wracking. You got extra tape, right? Because like you can cut all this. No, this is, you could even use this if you want. This is some bright-ass lights. I'm the worst at this, man. I'm sorry. I get more and more, the questions get harder. This is an aggressive line of questioning, man.